Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of this Football Manager Save with Manchester United. Before we get into any content, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also drop some comments below by the end of this video. Also follow me on Instagram at RamelHD. So it's pretty much my YouTube name. I'll post there on sometimes when I'm dropping a video. If you don't hit the notification bell, that's also one thing you could also do. So let's get into the video now. So far, as you already know, I'm a really picky buyer. It's hard for me to find someone that's perfect for the team, that's perfect for my system, without just going out there and buying the most overpowered player. So we're going to start off by talking about Eduardo Gomez. So Eduardo Gomez is a region from Independiente. He's Argentinian, and as you can see, he's a central midfielder. So the reason why I signed him is because, just look how much I signed him for. 7 million, and look how much he's worth. So yeah, that's the type of stuff that I like to do on this game. But there was an actual purpose. He can play Mazzala, a supporting Mazzala. At first, I was in the market for a defensive role type of midfielder. But then I realized Bellingham actually does enjoy being a ball winner, even though he can play a Mazzala role. But yeah, these are the attributes that stood out for me. So as you can already see, we got a 16 touch here, 11 in shots, long shots. We got 16 passing, technique is 17. Also his decision making is 17. Let me highlight Mazzala just so we're on the right stuff. The only thing that I'm worried about is his dribbling, because it does require a bit of dribbling if you want to play that role, because you have to move out wide with the ball at your feet. His work rate is quite high. The only thing that needs to improve as well is his stamina in terms of his endurance. His natural fitness will just come naturally anyway. It will grow, and if it don't, then it doesn't. But yeah, he is quite good for his age. He's only 19, and I think I got myself a bargain. And the second signing is Sommer. This signing may confuse some of you guys, but yeah, I ended up having to sell David De Gea, and I've gone with Dean Henderson as my number one coming into the season, but with added competition in Jan Sommer. So with goalkeepers now, they do age like fine wine, and as you can see, his stats, they don't let him down. He still has decent stats. Whether he will challenge Dean Henderson as number one keeper, that's the question that he would have to ask of Dean Henderson. But with me, I believe he could be a good backup keeper. He is quite solid. Last season, he ended with a 7.15 average rating, and it was a bit of an obvious buy. If I didn't get him, I would have been getting the likes of Sam Johnston, a former United player. He came through the academy. And I was just looking for like older keepers, just so Dean Henderson didn't have too much competition in the way, just so we can avoid upsetting the dynamics of the squad. So as you can see, I've done two deals with Inter Milan separately. They are 2 days apart, confirmed, but they were separate deals. So with Martial, we ended up selling him for 60 million. I'm quite happy with that. He barely played as much as he did for me in my first season here, last season. Let's take a look at his output. So he ended up getting, I think it's 18 goals in all competitions. So he got 18 goals in all competitions, giving me a 6.99 average rating. So with that being said, I was more than happy to let him go for 60 million. He wasn't happy anymore, and he did say he wanted to like go ahead with a new challenge, so I allowed him to. And with David De Gea, his contract was ending this season, at the end of this season. So I had to get rid of him regardless of what price someone paid. I wasn't going to go for less than 25 million. I ended up getting 27 million for him by Inter Milan. No one really batted an eye at the sale of David De Gea except the media. Normally when you lose a really crucial player in terms of the dynamics and stuff like that, because he was a team leader, I was expecting people to voice their opinion and just be like, I'm upset that the fact that you allowed let one of the team leaders go. No one really batted an eye at him, so yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the rest, but quickly though. So with James Garner, I sold him for 6.25 million to Torino, but I also added on a buyback clause of 31 million in case he gets better. Same with Pelistri, he joined Freiburg for 12 million, and I've got a 35 million payback clause. With Joe Hill, I think it's pretty much the same thing, but a lot less. I think the buyback clause is lower than 20 million, But yeah, he's gone to Brighton for 4.8 million. Charlie McNeil, I sold him to Fulham for 825k with a buyback clause of 17 million. Logan Pye, I just sold him for 140k. And yeah, this guy Sam Mather, I sold him to West Brom. So yeah, not too many significant outs other than Martial and De Gea. As you can see, I'm making a lot of money, 111 million, and only spending 25.5 million. So as you can see, I'm in the middle of a deal with Pau Torres. So as you can see, we offered 38.5 million, and it can rise up to 106 million. I know this is ridiculous. So yeah, let's take a look at Pau Torres' stats. Don't be fooled. He's got a 7.16 average rating in all competitions. In terms of his tackles won per game, he's got 1.01. Also, his passing accuracy set 97%. Last season, Varane had the highest passing percentage in the team, and he plays from the back. So yeah, him and Varane playing next to each other, I feel like they'll work out. In terms of his appearances, he made 47 appearances. So I don't think he had many injuries. That's one thing I don't like to do, is sign players that get injured a lot. So we're on his injury history, and as you can see, he only suffered one major injury. He was out for 3 months, and he was treated by specialists. So he hasn't got the history of an injury-prone centre-back. So I feel like he'll be able to play most of the games this season. Him and Varane will be really crucial at the back. And the thing is, he may not gel well with Varane. He may prefer to play with Tuanzebe, maybe Harry Maguire, which will be a really bad combination. But yeah, Pau Torres is the guy that I've put a bid in for. I could have got Bastoni. I still can. The deal's not over the line. I'm still kind of like thinking at the back of my head, if I bid pretty much the same amount for Bastoni, who would work out better? But the only thing is with Bastoni, him and his agent are, they're tyrants. They're problematic. I think I agreed terms with Bastoni back in July, and yeah, me and his agent couldn't see eye to eye basically on a deal. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do some honorable mentions from other teams. So the most money spent in this window so far is from PSG. Fofana went to PSG. Sedor, I've never heard of him before. Apologies if you guys are really well versed on this guy. I don't know who he is. He's gone to Barcelona. Ravella from Juventus has gone to Chelsea. Martial, yeah, we already spoken about him. Belotti's gone to Milan from Tottenham. When did they have him? I didn't realize they had him. Yeah, Julian Alvarez left Man City and he's gone to Leipzig. That was quick. He jumped ship really quick. Oh, Liverpool, yeah, they're a problem. They signed an Iniacho. I feel like Liverpool are really gonna be up there again this season. They signed Dest, Dahlberg, and Iniacho. But I feel like the team that's had the best window so far is probably Chelsea. You're gonna see exactly why. Just give me a moment, and that's exactly why. Erling Haaland has he's moved to Chelsea. Haaland and Lukaku are probably going to be problems this season. Lukaku was well up there in the top goal scorers list. I think he came second last season. So imagine him and Haaland bouncing off each other. Even if they don't play together, them having one of them on the bench is the scariest thing ever. So I feel like Chelsea, they have no excuse. They should be up there this season. Okay, so enough transfer talk. Let's talk about our pre-season. So as you can see, we did really well. We didn't come across like any gigantic teams. It was just about fitness and getting people matched up and getting them familiar with the tactics. And we ended up playing the Community Shield and winning 2-0 convincingly against Arsenal. So as you can see here, Calvert-Lewin scored a goal. We also got a goal from Sesko as well. Renato Sanchez got an assist. He played really well. Sancho played well. The back four are all on green. We have Dean Henderson, our new number 1, 7.9. Fantastic performance. The goals are really good. So I'm going to quickly show you them. Okay, so yeah, we have the highlights now. Wan-Bissaka for this goal. He put the ball in and Calvert-Lewin in the air. Really effective. And he heads it in for 1-0. We have another goal with Luke Shaw. A ball's played in behind by Renato Sanchez. Sesko rounds the keeper perfectly and dispatches it in for 2-0. So yeah, I've enjoyed this preseason. I feel very rejuvenated despite the worst kind of ending to a season that happened in the last episode. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna bounce back, and this series is mainly redemption for that as well. We are gonna target the Champions League, like I said, and yeah, just know that I'm on smoke this season. So for this season, I have tweaked the tactics. So the main thinking behind this whole change in the centre back partnership, I've moved Varane to the right and made him a no-nonsense centre back, meaning that he's just going to be a really solid defender, no mucking about, get it cleared once you have the opportunity to. He can still ball play a bit because it's naturally within his game. He's good at doing those things, but because he's getting on with age, his pace is a bit lower than it was last season. So yeah, my thinking behind that is just, yeah, he's going to protect the goal a lot better than a Maguire would. Anyone that's playing on the right hand side will probably be a no nonsense centre back like Twanzebe, and I think I got Mengi as one of those guys as well. So in terms of my approach, play, we remain to pass the ball in space, play out from the back, but my directness is slightly shorter. Last season it was all the way down here, much shorter. Gradually getting towards the end of the season, I made it shorter, but this season I'm gonna try tweak the tactics, see how we play when we just do it slightly shorter. I dropped the tempo down a tiny bit as well, just so the intensity will chill out a bit. It's been on red this whole time, but yeah, I thought my team will be really good at high intensive play. So in terms of walking the ball into the box, I'm tired of seeing people take random shots from silly places. I don't have an issue with hitting early crosses. It's just that when I instruct them to do it, they never do it. So yeah, work the ball into the box is probably the best thing for me, because yeah, we're gonna have more possession, we're gonna find better openings, and hopefully we create a lot more chances. Yeah, another thing I want to talk to you guys about is the captaincy. So Bruno Fernandes is now the new captain, now that De Gea is no longer there. Our vice captain is Marcus Rashford, as he is one of the big guys in the squad. He's one of the team leaders. I could have gone for Maguire, but I don't really want to go down that road again. With Donny van de Beek, I really like this guy. I trust him. I feel like he's a good team player. He's got decent leadership, but his teamwork and his work ethic just makes me, yeah, I relish using him in the team. So yeah, he's third in the standings for captaincy. Okay, so this is what you guys have been waiting for. The first game of the season, we are playing against West Brom, and yeah, this is the side that I'm gonna start this season off with. We got Henderson in goal, Wan-Bissaka at right back. The partnership is Varane and Maguire at centre back. Then we have Luke Shaw at left back. We have McTominay as a ball-winning midfielder, defensive. Bellingham, he's a Mazzala at the moment. He can play Mazzala and he can play as a ball winner. So I'm just gonna swap him around from time to time. When Van der Beek's fit and ready to play again, we're probably gonna have him there, and then Van der Beek as a box-to-box midfielder. But yeah, the attack, we have Sancho on the right, Fernandes at cam, Guerri on the left because Rashford is injured. He's just coming back from it. And then we have Calvert-Lewin up top, as you would expect. So yeah, it's a strong side, and I believe we'll get the win. Okay, so the game's about to start now. We were just looking at the lineup. This is just the table so far. Many teams have played, and we haven't. I think this is a Sunday kickoff. Okay, so we have the first key highlight. Johnson plays it out from the back. Let me just slow this down a tiny bit, just so I can keep up with my eyes. Okay, so we do have the ball here. Sancho into Fernandes. Fernandes takes the ball out to the right hand side, crosses it in. Guerri on the far post, heads it down to Bellingham, and he taps it in for 1-0. Perfect start to the season. Only 15 minutes played. Okay, Wan-Bissaka with a throw-in, throws it to Bruno Fernandes. Back into Wan-Bissaka. McTominay, nice ball into the far post, and there's Guerri. Is that offside? Nope, there's no VAR check. Okay, PTSD, that's all I can say. So Guerri doubles our lead with a header on the far post. Here's Bellingham into Guerri, Calvert-Lewin, Bellingham's brought down by Furlong. Awarded, so the penalty is awarded. The last penalty Bruno took, he missed it. So yeah, we've got to rely on this guy to put this away. Come on. He's redeemed himself for the miss against Man City last season. So yeah, 3-0 up, and I'm going to move on to only commentary. Okay, so we have another goal. It's now 4-0 to United. I don't know who scored it. So ball's played up the field into Sancho. He takes the ball into his stride and he scores at the near post of Sam Johnson. Wonderful goal for Jadon Sancho. Okay, finally, the reporting of goals has stopped. Oh my god. We end up winning 7-0. Fantastic performance by my players. Guri got a goal. Sancho got a goal. We got a brace. Yeah, a brace from Calvert-Lewin. Got a goal from Bellingham and Bruno Fernandes. Calvert-Lewin got man of the match, best performer. And I actually was really high. Okay, so about to confirm the signing of Pau Torres. We're only paying 46 million this season. The overall fee is going to be 89 million because we have the installments tab as well, and then the add-ons on top of that will make it rise up to 106 million. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm the signing. Okay, so yeah, it's confirmed. He's now joined United. The fan reaction is a B. Very happy to confirm the signing of such a talent and important player. Delighted to welcome one of the biggest names in world football. So yeah, he is an elite centre back, and yeah, we're gonna do some intensive language courses with him. Gonna assign him a squad number. I'm gonna give him that number 6 jersey. So his overall training regime is gonna consist of being a ball playing defender. Also, I'm gonna try get him to learn how to mark opponents tightly. After that, I'm gonna try get him to work on his tackling. So I'm probably gonna ask him to stay on his feet and also try and bring the ball out from the back. Or I might do that in the opposite order. Also, his additional focus is agility and balance. So his balance is on 9. I feel like he can improve that, even though he is 27 years of age. There's still slight room for improvement. Okay, so this is how it would look if he was on the field. He'd be playing on the left of Varane. Like I said, he's left-footed, so it only helps, only makes it even better. And also his instructions, yeah, just to help, be balanced when he's triggering press, do shorter passes, and shoot less, and he has the freedom to dribble if he wants. So his mentality is just to be cautious. Okay, so I'm receiving loan offers for Stupinen. Like I said, I've had a falling out with him. He just wouldn't, like, he just refuses to train well. So, because I've complained about his training, yeah, me and him don't see eye to eye at the moment. It just seems like every season I'm not seeing eye to eye with certain players, and it's just becoming really draining. But loan offers I'm going to reject. I'd rather remain in the season with an unhappy player and have a backup left back than yeah, just selling him for crumbs or sending him out on loan when he could just be here and we could use him in case of any injuries. So one player came in and one player may go out. So Villarreal has asked for Mengi, so they put in a 7 million bid up front, 3.25 million being paid twice across 2 seasons, which is going to add up to 6.5 million. In excess, that's going to come up to 13.5 million. So we don't really have a use for Mengi at the moment. We do have 4 good centre backs, and we only play 2 at the back. So realistically, I don't need to keep him. He is 22 years of age, and I don't think he's going to hit the potential that we really expect of him. Yeah, he's just going to be an emergency backup, so I'm not going to hold him. He doesn't have shackles on him. So yeah, I'm going to accept the offer. If he does agree a deal with them, well done for him. If he doesn't and he wants to stay, yeah, he's more than welcome to stay as a 5th choice centre back. Okay, so one thing I forgot to let you guys know is that my thoughts did come into fruition. So Thomas Tuchel did end up taking the job at Man City. Bielsa did step down last season. It was a mutual consented agreement to leave City. So yeah, they have Thomas Tuchel at the helm. And yeah, he's just commenting on Pau Torres, saying that he's my most dangerous player, which is cap. So I'm going to call him out on it. Because how well everything went in the last game, I am going to keep the team as it is. Pau Torres, he's going to be on the bench. And yeah, he probably won't come on until I feel like he's ready to come on. He may not even play until I feel like he's ready to play in the system. I don't know how they play at Villarreal, but it's going to take some time for him to get used to how I set my team up. So yeah, this is the starting 11 that I'm going to go with going into the Manchester derby. Okay, so guys, I feel like a penalty may have been given. So yeah, penalty's given. I didn't even see that. So Bruno Fernandes is about to step up. Can he redeem himself after last year's miss? Oh, he gets it in. I thought he saved it. It looked like he went down the middle and it got saved. So Bruno Fernandes has opened the scoring early on in the game after Laporte has brought a player down. He got booked as well. So yeah, fantastic start to the game. Okay, so we have a corner with Luke Shaw. Ball swung in. Oh, a decent header by Varane. And the ball is trickled over the line. I don't know what's happened. Someone's running away to celebrate. I think Fernandes got the last touch. Oh, it's awarded. That goal looked really dodgy. So the ball comes in from Luke Shaw. Headed down by Varane. It's hit somebody. And somehow rebounded into Bruno Fernandes. I don't know if that was a glitch. It didn't look like it hit the post. It didn't look like anybody blocked that header from Varane. Okay, so Man City have the ball in the centre circle. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Plays it all the way back to Ederson. There's Ruben Diaz. Back to Ederson again. He hoofs it up the field. Long ball. It looks like it's worked. Oh my God, Maguire. So there's a penalty shout for Man City. He's kind of taken down Gabriel Jesus. Okay, so he's come back after checking VAR. He's awarded the penalty. And I'm assuming De Bruyne is going to step up for this. So yeah, Kevin De Bruyne against Henderson. Come on, Henderson. This is your first contribution in a Manchester derby. He's pulling it away. So City are back in the game. I'm really annoyed with Harry Maguire. This is exactly why I signed Pau Torres. It's just needless things happening. Frankie de Jong, long ball into the box. Henderson deals with that quite easily. I want to see what he's going to do. David De Gea normally does something silly. He's rolled it out to Maguire. Let's see what this numpty does. Harry McNumpty into Luke Shaw, Guerri, Fernandes, Bellingham. Let's see what this guy does now. Okay, so Henderson's a lot smarter than De Gea. Normally, the ball gets booted out once the pass goes back to him. So if you make too many back passes to De Gea, eventually he gets fed up and boots up the field. So we patiently worked our way forward. Here's Guerri into Luke Shaw, Bellingham. A lot of back passes. Not directed to the keeper. Oh, nice ball in behind. Jadon Sancho has fluffed a really good chance. That was nice patient play though. I give that to my players. And hats off to Henderson for not hoofing the ball up the field. So as you can see on the field, we do have a few players that aren't doing too well. So Maguire is going to be taken off. Yeah, Pau Torres. The only way we're going to know if he's ready is if we throw him into the deep end. So Pau Torres is going to come on. Who else? Guerri, he's got a yellow card. I'm going to take him off. I'm going to bring on Marcus Rashford. And should I make all my changes now? Okay, so Luke Shaw puts the ball into the box. McTominay with the volley. And I think that was offside. Yeah, it's offside. Okay, so we have a throw with Wan-Bissaka. There's Jadon Sancho back into Wan-Bissaka, puts a nice ball in. Varane is there to header it in, and there's no doubt that is the third goal. United are running away with this now, and yeah, it's looking like really good 3 points. Hopefully, within the next 11 minutes, we don't do anything silly to drop this 2-goal lead. Okay, so Phil Foden puts the ball into the box. It's cleared out by Pau Torres. As Calvert-Lewin holds up play, finds Fernandes, who's running into space. He has a Rashford running on ahead of him. He finds Rashford. Ball's put into the box. A nice little spillage there by Ederson for us. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin is there to poach on that. It's now 4-1. It's looking really good and really bad. Well, good for us and really bad for Tuchel. I feel like I know how to beat Tuchel. Maybe he wasn't really a perfect choice or perfect fit for them. Yeah, I don't think these group of players really gel under his system. Okay, so we ended up beating Manchester City 4-1 in their own back garden. I'm really happy with the performance. We ended up getting a poor performance from Jadon Sancho, Guerri, and Maguire. So those three, they're going to be on hot ice. One thing that I do need to point out is Pau Torres. He came off the bench and gave us a 7.1. So it was a good instinct to bring him on. We threw him on into the deep end, and he's delivered for us. We also have Luke Shaw on a 7.7. Bruno Fernandes, he got a brace in this game. One was a penalty. Wan-Bissaka got a 7.7. So it seems like he's kind of getting back to his old self. Okay, so the funny thing is, before the game, he was saying that Pau Torres was our main threat and our main danger. One, Torres didn't even start the game. Two, why would you highlight a centre-back as the main danger? So I can see why Tuchel's not doing too well. His philosophy is quite flawed. And yeah, I'm quite happy that I ended up beating him because he was talking smack before the game. The reason why I don't show all the back and forth in the press conferences because we would be sitting here for ages. The amount of back and forth that I have with rival managers is unreal. I'm surprised that we have a good relationship because yeah, the things that I've said about him, things that I've said about Klopp and Arteta, even Guardiola, I'm surprised that these guys feel like they have a good relationship with me. Okay, so Tendon Mengi has now joined Villarreal for the fee of 13.5 million. I'm quite happy for him to move on. Hopefully he does get some game time at Villarreal and he can test himself. He wasn't a bad centre back. It's just that we had too many people in front of him. And I feel like this is a really good move for his career because it's different scenery. And if you compare him to like Tomori and stuff like that, Tomori flourished in Italy. Maybe Mengi can flourish in Spain. Okay, so this is going to be the last game. I'm going to have it on only commentary. But yeah, there's a few changes to the starting 11. As you can see, Pau Torres will get his first start next to Varane. We're going to have the Beak and Bellingham in the midfield together. In terms of the bench, we have Elliot Webber on the bench for us because Guri, he picked up a knock. I feel like we're going to get the win. I'm really confident that we are, in fact. So yeah, let's get into the game and see how everything pans out. It's 1-1 between Chelsea and Crystal Palace, and we've just scored a goal ourselves. So Luke Shaw with the corner from the cross from the corner, and Rafael Varane heads it in to make it 1-0 to United. Okay, so it's half time. We're only 1-0 up, so we need to be extra cautious going into the second half. I do need my players to grab that second goal and then grab the third, just for extra security. Yeah, the analysts have a lot of good things to say because we did score from a set piece. So yeah, the analysts love set piece goals. Our XG is much higher than theirs. Theirs is only 0.14. So it seems like we're doing well to nullify any opportunities that they have. They've had 2 shots and none on target. So yeah, we need to keep it that way, and we just need to move the ball a bit better. At the moment, we are conceding in possession, so we have 39% to their 61. I do need that to improve. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to encourage much shorter passing, and yeah, I just want to hold on to the ball and make sure that they have no opportunities at all to get back into the game. And it looks like we've got our goal as well. 2-0. We have Rashford on the left hand side. Let's see how we get this goal. He puts it in with his left foot, and Calvert-Lewin is there to outjump Brentford in the air, and he beats Lecomte as well. Okay, so we have another goal, 3rd goal. Has Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes, Sancho, and an easy tapping for Rashford. Fantastic football. Okay, fantastic result against Bournemouth. We end up winning 3-0. And as you can see, Varane got himself a goal after Luke Shaw crossed it in from a corner. Calvert-Lewin scored as well from a Rashford cross. And Sancho assisted Marcus Rashford for the 3rd goal. We got 6.6 for Webber. He didn't really have much time. So we have a 6.9 from Van der Beek. 6.9 from Devine as well, who came off the bench too. And yeah, there's a lot of greens around the field. Dean Henderson has surprised me so far. He's done really well. I think that's his 2nd clean sheet so far in the league this season. Altogether, that's probably about 3 because he got a clean sheet in the Community Shield as well. So in terms of the league table, this is how it looks at the moment. We are on top of the table with 9 points because of our goal difference. We have 13 and Liverpool have 10. They're on 9 points as well. There's 4 teams on 9 points, if I'm honest with you. So 2nd place is Liverpool, Arsenal are 3rd, and Chelsea are 4th. All of us are on 9 points. 5th place, we have Southampton. Bournemouth are 6th with 6 points, and we have Everton at 7th with 4 points. The rest of the table is kind of irrelevant. We are at that stage where the table doesn't really matter at the moment. Yeah, we just need to wait for it to take its shape. But one honorable mention is Man City. They only have 3 points, so that means they've lost 2 out of the last 3 games. I think one of them was a defeat to me. I think the other one, let me check the other one. Okay, so yeah, they ended up losing to Brighton when they went a goal down. So yeah, it's not looking good for Thomas Tuchel at the moment. But like I said before, there's about, let's say, 35 games left in the league to go. I'm quite happy with the start of the season. We played really well, really clinical up front against City, against West Brom and Bournemouth. We can only beat what's in front of us. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about my signings. Do you think I paid way too much for Pau Torres? Do you think he's going to work out as well? Do you think he fits perfectly next to Varane in that back 4? Also, let me know what you think about our performance in the league. We've been really ruthless. This is get back mode. So yeah, because I lost the Champions League final last season. I know I keep mentioning it. Yeah, it's old news to you guys, but for me, it's fresh. It's fresh wounds, and yeah, I really want to get back into Europe and actually dominate. Also, let me know what you think about Dean Henderson in goal. So far, he's managed to keep 3 clean sheets, one against Arsenal, Bournemouth, and West Brom. He did well against City until Maguire conceded a penalty. He looks really sound. At the moment, I don't really need to search for a keeper, and it seems like it's going to be working in my favour. But you have your say in the comment section below. What do you think? Give me a verdict. Let's say from 1 to 10. Rate my window. And yeah, just give me some critiques about the whole De Gea situation, how I handled Martial wanting to leave, even the Stupinan, because that's still kind of fresh. He still hasn't left. And yeah, let me know in the comment section below your true thoughts. But yeah, it's the end of the episode. I know we didn't get much game times because I was waffling about other things. But just know in the upcoming episodes, there's going to be a lot more gameplay and less waffling. And yeah, just to let you know, I'm going to play some games off camera. We do have a decent run of games. West Ham, Roma, Newcastle, Preston, Brentford. I don't think we're playing a proper big game until maybe October. Okay, so it looks like October is a really busy month for us. We got big games in the Champions League away from home at Dortmund. Leeds United, we're going to have them at home as well. Liverpool, we're going to Anfield. The 12:30 kickoff, that's going to be really tough. We have Arsenal 12:30 kickoff, but at home as well after the Valencia game, which is a 5:45 kickoff. What's up with these 5:45s? I don't understand. I'm sure when we're playing in England, we start at 8 o'clock. So yeah, I just don't get that. I only associate 5:45 kickoffs when you play against a team like CSK Moscow or something like that. But yeah, I've enjoyed this episode. I've enjoyed recording it. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Please leave a like if you have. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that like button. I think I already said that. Drop some comments below as well. Like I said, let me know your true thoughts on my performance so far going into this next season. So the simplest way to be notified when I'm dropping a video is to hit that notification bell as well. So yeah, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I'm releasing a video. But yeah, this is it. I hope you enjoyed the video like I said before. Hope to see you in another episode. Goodbye for now. Enjoy the rest of your day.